So I realized with all my success, I realized with everything that I had going for me, I realized through all that, depression was just coming and continuously trying to knock on my door. Depression is relentless. Um, you never escape it. I am I am glad that I understand it now. I'm glad that I'm not navigating myself throughout this universe with the interpretation or with the impression that I can beat depression. Depression is a monster. Um, I can feel it coming to knock on my door, and I know whenever depression, I know I know when it's coming back, or should I say, I know when it's lingering. I know when it's about to tap me on the shoulder because I get to the point where I just want to stay in the house. And this is why I'm glad I created a studio, I created a life, I created a workshop, I created so many things because it forces me to get out the house. I can't abandon the so many responsibilities that I have away from home. So depression is a is real slick. Depression is real unique. Depression wants to be your friend. Depression will have you answering the phone when somebody call you. You will answer the phone like hey, everything is good. They'll call you up and you're like, hey, everything is good. No, I'm good. I'm good. Hey, I'm glad you called. Hey, what are you up to? And then as soon as they hang that phone up, it's back to depression is waiting. Um, Real quick, I'm gonna tell you a story about a woman that I was trying to date. And I would always listen to how this woman described the situation that she was going through. And, I'm a nerd, so my arithmetics is a little different. Um, I call it nerdmatics, nerd math, nerdmatics. And being a nerd, thank God, you add things up differently. You don't uh, you don't look at things like the normal person. So I realized that I would call this person up, and it was like, "Yay, what are you doing today? Hey, I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that." And after a while, I was talking to her. It just didn't add up. So I was saying to myself, "This person is depressed," and I kind of was waiting for them to simply just say, "Hey, listen, I'm depressed," but I noticed they didn't. It takes a real tough skin. It takes a person that is so balanced within themselves to come out and say that, hey, I'm depressed. That's why I created this channel. I created this channel with all the hate that people have for me, with all the dislikes that people have for me, and say, hey, bring it on. You can make fun of me all you want, but I'm winning. I'm success. Um, but I'm winning. And I'm not mad. I don't feel as though I have to brace myself from what's to come because life is the biggest bully. And when life comes knocking at your door, life is smart enough to know it's the biggest bully. Life is raw. Life, life is the streets. And when life comes knocking at your door, that term street smarts is the best smarts. That's quote unquote life smarts. And life is smart enough to know that if you're depressed, when life comes knocking on your door, it's going to have depression right along with it. So I'm just here to tell y'all, my name is Christopher Smith. And when it comes to being depressed, me too. Like, share, and subscribe, y'all.